leaving no stones unturned, no dreams behind. Once again, we tell a story you've heard one too many times in the same language by the same people, because the story of success never gets tired of being told. We listen to the story from the first Patrician.
Sometime in 2017, August or July, I saw a tweet from Bemi. Bemi was, I know he managed Blackjack Agency. I followed him on Twitter. And then he posted something around a tech company, with a post, a tech company up in Lekki was looking to hire. So I joined after an interview that didn't look so much like an interview. For the first month, we were just coming to work. There was nothing happening. And then you start thinking, what's going on? It was a big queue. Just about 3 desks. One day, the first order came, and then the second one, and then it looks like we were doing something. So from then on, it was a lot of trying of different things. We started off, that time it was gift cards, gifting, just different services at that point in time. Then we did that. We had the post from, I think, Mr. Jollof, and then we had so much orders coming in. We had from 2 orders, we had 15, 20, and then, I think the business kicked off. Today, we listen to the story of innovation from our first innovation officer.
Go back to when we started. I was the only dev on ground. We didn't have an engineering team. Funny, right? The business was basically surviving off WhatsApp. We're using WhatsApp for basically everything, for customers retention, support, transactions, and all of that. We needed to grow. Really, we needed to grow as a business. WhatsApp at that point wasn't really sustainable, but it was working at the time. What we set out to do at that point was I brought up the idea, and I was like, "Oh, guys, what do you guys think? Let's have a boot camp and let's get talent from across the country. Let's get different tech talents to come help us build. We already have a working solution. We can just identify all our problems, table it on ground, and have different talents brainstorm and get that problem resolved." So we launched our MVP, which was the website. Then what we did was we retained some of the best developers from the bootcamp, and we were able to form our first engineering team. We found that we've been able to move the traffic from WhatsApp now into the website, right? However, that's not all. We were tasked with a whole different challenge entirely, which was our ability to sell to customers instantly. And that was how we came about the idea of bringing in the wallet system that allows us to sell to our customers instantly, and they can get the actual value at their convenience. Fast forward down the line, we said, okay, now that we have a working website, we have a wallet system that allows us providing instant payment to our users. Why don't we, move a step further and get us our app, right? And that was how we decided to build our app. So we deployed our iOS and our Android app. This was in 2019. We launched both apps to the stores, and our customers were more than happy to see that new innovation.
In 2019, we welcomed more Patricians to the fold. Then came the big move to accommodate our people and ideas. Then we hit the roof with 1,000 transactions. With success comes challenges. In 2020, the world stood still. In the midst of the chaos, Patricia stood tall, catering for every member of the team. We made magic.
So 2020, I'll just take it back to 2019 when the news of the COVID outbreak was everywhere. As of 2020, a lot of our processes were still manual. As of 2020, January, February, we had a lot of manual processing, and that required people working 24 hours in shifts, of course. But with the pandemic and the possibility of having to shut down the office, it meant if we hadn't come up with an idea, or if we didn't have a way to combat that particular threat, we were going to lose a lot of customers and businesses, and business in general. So I came up with the idea that we could turn what we had then as the engineering apartment into the Patricia house. By March, I think March first week, I'm not so sure, but it just happened. We saw on the news that the federal government was ordering everyone to close down stores, offices, and basically a lockdown was declared, meaning we had less than 7 hours to prepare. But the good thing is we already thought about that happening, the possibility of that happening, and we're already prepared. We didn't know what exactly we were dealing with. So it meant that for the first 4 or 5 weeks, nobody could leave the house. So imagine having 25 adults living in a house they cannot come out of because we are afraid that somebody might contract the COVID-19 virus. So for that 8-9 weeks, which is basically 2 months plus, we had people who were living and working from the Patricia apartment, and that's how we're able to keep business running.
The move to Estonia was necessitated because of the ban. So we had to keep Patricia alive, and in keeping Patricia alive, we had to go to jurisdictions that were able to make sure that they protected the future and the fate of Patricia as at that time, and that's what necessitated the move to Estonia. I think it's really significant because it shows how we can ensure that our dreams or whatever we're working on, even though there are environmental or external factors that may, be stumbling blocks or maybe obstacles or blockers, it's great that there are always workarounds. I think Estonia was fantastic for us. It made sure that we are able to keep running as an entity, and it made sure that we are able to, even if the the regulators as at then had issues with the services at the same time, we were able to find haven in a jurisdiction, a country that was able to accept crypto, and that was really instrumental for us.
Counting the days, weeks, months, and years until we were together once again, we recorded our highest transaction volumes, driving crypto adoption from Nigeria to Africa and beyond. The year we made lemonade out of lemons, the year we stood strong together. With the launch of Patricia Business and over-the-counter trades, our fingers keep innovating for the people who wouldn't stop believing in us. Our customers.
Patricia turns 5, and it all started August 16, 2017, 5 years ago when I founded Patricia. It was a very risky but rewarding step, and since then Patricia has grown to become such a juggernaut, a multinational company, changing the way crypto is embraced in Africa. 5 years of doing the most, 5 years of dexterity, 5 years of showing up, 5 years of not giving up. And the glory for all of this is not just mine. So first off, I want to say thank you to our users. 1 million Patricia users. I want to say thank you to all of you. All of this would have not been possible without you for sticking with us through thick and thin, through us finding our feet, failing and failing forward with you. I say a big thank you to all of you, to our partners, for continually sticking with us and riding with us and supporting us. I say thank you to Patricians for taking my vision and running with it, for being diligent, for doing the most, for showing up every day, even those days where it was difficult. I say a very big thank you to Patricians. 5 years is a very important mark for me because they say startups die before the 5-year mark, and now we have crossed 5 years. So it is a big step. I'm very excited, I'm grateful, and I want to say cheers to doing the most, cheers to daring mighty things, and cheers to 99 more years to come.
Patricia, crypto made easy.